Go ahead.
Okay. So when you're doing it, the texture of the dough contributes to it coming out of the press. If it's too thin or too soft, it won't stick to the pan. And then if it's too hard, it won't come out of the press. So if you're adding in food coloring, you'll worry about that after you put the food coloring. If you're not, you're going to worry about it when you're right now. So basically right now, this would be okay. It's still a little bit softer than I think would be good to really stick to the pan when you're using the press. So I'd add in a little bit more flour. But since I'm coloring what's in here right now, I'm going to worry about the texture of it after. So I'm just going to drop some of the food gel in and mix it together. And then this will actually make it softer than it was to begin with. So, and as you can see, it's even softer than it was before. That doesn't have to do with the way that I blended it. It just has to do with the food coloring, because the food coloring is just basically adding another liquid, but it softens it more than other ones do for whatever weird reason. Because even if you're mixing it together by hand, it will still come out with the same result of being softer than it originally was. So now I'm gonna add a little bit more flour in to help get it a little bit more firm.
So about how much flour?
You can basically just eye it. I
A little bit
basically
more.
just do like 2 tablespoons to begin with, and if I need more, I'll put in more.
Yeah. Those were heaping, so it's probably like 3 tablespoons you put in.
Yeah. This would be okay. I'm still going to put a little bit more in because I want it a little bit firmer, because the more that you work with it, the softer it will get because the butter will melt. So you kind of want it a little bit firmer to begin with.
So as you go, it gets softer because of the butter in it.
Yes.
Okay.
So one of the things that I'm doing to test it, to see if it's where I want it, is that when you get a piece and you break it apart, you should be able to see it like this. And it won't be, I don't know how to like put it. It's just like you can basically see all the way the texture is of it. Inside it. So this is probably good. Because
so you actually should see texture inside of it, not have it be smooth.
Yeah, exactly. You should be able to see that layer of texture in it. And then you'll know that it's good to use.
Okay.
And when you squeeze it, it will kind of keep more of a form and it'll be more of a dough than it will be you squeeze it and now it's just almost goo on your hands. So.
Very good.
Good. And then with this one, I put some aside because I like to do different colors and stuff. This is okay the way it is.
Okay.
Right here. But if you end up with a dough that's too hard, you just want to keep working it.
Mm-hmm.
And then it will, as the butter melts, it will get a little bit softer. Because again, the more that you work it, the softer it will get. And if it's too hard, it just won't come out of the press.
Okay. All right. So you're now at a point where you're ready to fill the press?
Yes.
Okay. You can do that in here or in the dining room?
I'll do it in the dining room.
Okay.